3 days. That's all we're told. But somewhere between a tomb sealed shut on Friday and a stone rolled away on Sunday morning, something happened that the Gospels barely describe, and Christians have debated for 2,000 years what it actually was. Jesus was dead. Not unconscious, not swooning, not merely appearing lifeless. The Roman soldiers who crucified him for a living confirmed it, piercing his side to be certain. His body was wrapped in linen, packed with roughly 75 pounds of myrrh and aloes, and laid in a stone tomb sealed by a boulder that likely took several men to move. Rome posted a guard. The chief priests wanted no confusion about what came next. And yet the Bible leaves an enormous silence right where we'd expect the most detail. What was Jesus doing between the cross and the empty tomb? Picture Jerusalem in those hours. Passover crowds still fill the streets, but behind closed doors, Jesus' followers are shattered. The disciples have scattered, terrified of arrest themselves. The women who followed him from Galilee are preparing spices, unable to work on the Sabbath, forced to sit in unbearable silence for a full day, grief with nowhere to go. Meanwhile, at the tomb itself, Roman soldiers stand guard through the night beneath a sky the Gospels describe as unnaturally dark, following an earthquake that had split rocks at the moment Jesus died. So where was Jesus? Scripture gives us fragments, not a full account, and any documentary claiming certainty here is overstating what the text actually says. The clearest clue comes from Jesus' own words on the cross, spoken to a criminal dying beside him, "Today you will be with me in paradise." That single sentence has shaped centuries of belief that Jesus' spirit entered directly into the presence of God, into paradise, while his body remained in the tomb. But there's a second, stranger thread scholars have wrestled with for centuries. Peter's first letter describes Jesus, after being made alive in the Spirit, going and proclaiming to spirits in prison, language so compact and unusual that it has produced wildly different interpretations. Some theologians read this as Jesus descending into the realm of the dead to proclaim victory over sin and death itself, announcing to those who had died that redemption had come. Others read it more narrowly, connecting it to the days of Noah, and argue it describes something that happened long before the crucifixion, through the Spirit speaking through Noah, not a literal descent after death. This is one of the most contested single verses in the New Testament, and honest scholarship admits it. What Scripture is far more confident about is the tomb itself, and the strange, aching stillness of Saturday. The Sabbath meant rest was commanded even in grief. No burial rites, no mourning rituals, nothing but waiting. For the disciples, this would have felt like abandonment. Their teacher, the one they'd staked everything on, was gone, and heaven seemed to have gone silent with him. If wrestling honestly with Scripture's hardest silences is why you're here, that's the entire reason Mystery to Meaning exists. Subscribing costs nothing, and it means you won't miss where these questions lead next. Here's what gives this waiting its weight. The early Christian creeds that emerged within decades of these events already included the phrase "he descended to the dead," showing this wasn't a later invention but a conviction the earliest believers wrestled with directly. Whatever precisely happened in that unseen space, the Church came to believe Jesus' death wasn't merely an ending, it was an active confrontation with death itself, reaching into the furthest place death could claim. And then Sunday breaks. The stone is found rolled away, not shattered outward, but simply gone from its place. The guards who'd sealed the tomb become, in the Gospel accounts, like dead men themselves at what they witness. Whatever happened in the silence of those 3 days, it ends with an empty tomb and women running to tell the others what should have been impossible. Maybe that's the real meaning tucked inside these missing hours. We're not given a detailed itinerary of paradise or the underworld because that was never the point Scripture wanted to make. The point was that death, even at its most total, even when it swallowed the Son of God himself, still couldn't hold. The silence of those 3 days isn't an absence in the story. It's the story holding its breath before the resurrection changes everything. So maybe the real question isn't what happened in that silence. It's whether we believe silence can still be the space where everything is about to change. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this made you look at the empty tomb differently, give it a like so it reaches more people, and subscribe to Mystery to Meaning for more of Scripture's deepest mysteries. I'd love to know, what do you think Jesus was doing in those 3 days? Tell me in the comments. Until next time, keep seeking the mystery, and discover the meaning.